I think it is so good to be back amongst people. I don't think any sort of virtual event can have this kind of exchange of energy and ideas that we are witnessing. So good to be back. Fabulous energy in the floor, amazing people. So great job, EDBFSI. We had a mix of payment banks, traditional banks, some policy makers, and I, as a consumer, feel heartened that the banks are so progressive in their thought on how digital needs to be adopted. Banks were supposed to be laggards. They were controlled, they were regulated, but we see this underlying energy for them to break out and sort of lead innovation in digital, whether it's experience, whether it's in the lending space, but brilliant hearing thoughts from a bank like South Indian Bank, which is so progressive. It's heartening for somebody who's a technology entrepreneur to see that the banks are so progressive these days. Think of any consumer journey that we do today, Vishal, whether it's buying something online or booking a cab or ordering food or interacting with the bank. That one simple journey is comprising of multiple touch points. You are going into the app, you're getting a notification, then an SMS, then a call. And people used to look at these touch points as different interactions. One of the key shifts that we have started seeing is the whole journey of the customer is being looked at as one quanta. And businesses are trying to sort of see how do we optimize the journey, how do we make changes in those journeys. The second key shift is in customer experience space, people want things faster, better, cheaper. It used to be a conundrum that you can't have all three, you have to pick two. But I think with the digital coming in, you can actually opt for all three. So though customer experience is a boardroom conversation, cost optimization and efficiency is also a boardroom conversation. And thankfully, with automation coming in, we see that people start adopting bots, start automating parts of their journey, 10, 15%, 30%. I was talking to AIG, they say 66% of their interactions are now self-serve. So that's a second key shift, that you could now use digital to be faster, better, and cheaper. That's the second one. And the third is things are so dynamic, and I think COVID showed us that. You are not locked into technology anymore. You're basically looking at platforms and saying, what is it that I need today? Today the medium might be voice. Tomorrow the medium might be WhatsApp. We don't know what is going to happen in the next 12 months. So don't make investment decisions which are long term. You basically should invest in a platform which is agile, and you can change it very often. So we at Exotel, with these three shifts, we bring three key promises to our customers. The first is the whole journey. So you don't look at us as a vendor on SMS or vendor on voice or vendor on contact center or vendor on AI, but we say what is required in the journey, we will bring that on the table. The second promise that we have is everything on cloud, which means you don't need to invest anything in technology. You start using one part of the stack, and with the full stack customer engagement platform, you could shift to any other channel whenever you want, right? So there are no lock-ins. And the third is intelligence with data. So today we handle about 20 million calls every day on our platform, millions of messages every month on our platform on SMS and WhatsApp. How do I bring insights? How do I tell a company that Vishal doesn't like to be called in the morning? Or the best time to reach out to Vishal is maybe between 3 to 4 p.m. on WhatsApp, right? So such intelligence is today available, and you can bring that into your customer engagement journeys. That's how Exotel is solving those three challenges with the three key shifts that are happening. I think in the BFSI forum, that's a very pertinent discussion to have. See, BFSI and similar such industries are heavily regulated. So for example, the data has to be in country. How do you do that? Who owns the data? Ultimately, the customer owns the data or the bank owns the data. But let me answer it with a simple example. Today, the whole UPI platform on NPCI by NPCI is running on cloud. It's an open platform. And you and I don't think twice doing interactions on UPI. So I think the technology has come a very long way. You have enough checks, balances, both regulatory compliance and security that are available in the cloud technology today. And we work with most of the banks that are present today here. Some of the banks and some of the companies are laggards, and they would slowly shift to cloud because the biggest concern is security. But if you see even in a market like India, the largest amount of digital transactions, financial transactions, are happening on cloud today. Right? So I think the technology has come a very long way. You could now have a private cloud, a hybrid cloud, a mix of private and public cloud to suit what your policy is today. But the technology is available to make sure that all conversations, all data, all personalized data is completely secure. Yeah, movement to cloud is definitely one. We've recently taken the UL license, and basically we want to completely cut the wire, bring everything on cloud, and you start with 1 interaction or 1 million interaction. It should not matter. So that's a clear trend. The second is you're probably young, but I have an 11-year-old kid, and he is able to talk to Alexa and Siri better than what I do, and definitely better than what my father does. I think ML and AI has come to a stage where at least a non-emotional discussion can happen with a machine. Emotion still requires a human being to be there, but just to understand context of what is being said, what is the tonality, what is the requirement, what is the intent, I think that is clear that a machine can do that faster, better, cheaper than a human being. So that's the second trend. And the third is the channels of engagement are becoming more asynchronous. Our attention span is extremely low. We are the WhatsApp generation. So businesses will serve customers on channel of their choice. We are already talking about branchless banking. You will see that the interaction would be only required when the customer is emotional. Everything else would be extremely seamless. So the other thing would be explosion of channels like WhatsApp, where businesses are engaging with customers.